I'll do some cutting while I'm waiting for people to hop in. Let's see how loud this is. Comment if it's super loud, but cover your ears. All right, what's going on, guys? If you can, comment and let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm running a wireless lav mic, and I think it'll be okay, but let me know. I got the iPad over here so I can check it out. What's going on, Al Castro? What's up at Radioactive RC? Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can hear me all right. If it's too echoey, you can hear me. All right, sweet. Sweet. I'm excited. This is a different format. So I'm going to be kind of popping back over to this screen so I can see what's going on. I'm at the shop today, taking a little bit of me time. So what we're going to build, the title was What's on the Horizon. As you guys might know, I do a lot of like team associated element stuff, but I'm going to be doing a lot of Horizon stuff in the future. Near future. So we've got the low-C LMT. Haven't had any videos with this one yet since I did this like rat cage on it. So I'm going to finish the rat cage today, just a couple more pieces, and then we're going to go out and beat the snot out of it, hopefully. Then I've got over here, the purple one is going, that's a 10.3 kit, and that's going to be a pre-runner Jeep. And so we've got the pre-runner back half over here that I've pre-prepped that I'm going to be adding some shock boxes to. And then we've got Tony's CCxRC Extreme build. And that one I'm going to try to finish, I'm probably going to try to finish that between Christmas and New Year's. So let him know he's got a cool present coming. How was, if you guys heard when I was cutting, how was that audio when I was cutting? Was it super loud or did it kind of mute it down a little bit automatically? It'd be cool to see if it muted, that way it wasn't, terrible on everyone's ears. Let's see what else we got going on. So we got those three, those are all Horizon-based vehicles. And then we got the CCx6 that I'm also going to start working on for the beam kit for that. And I keep on going back and forth if I'm going to go beams or if I'm going to go like an A-arm axle for that. We'll see. Hurt your ears. Sorry, dude. So that's the one nice thing about doing these pre-edited is that the audio, it's called ducting, so the audio will automatically drop down the cutting. I'll just let you guys know to hit the volume down when I do cut. But it's kind of like a, what's it called? Or I might even be able to mute my mic. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to look at trying to do that later. But these, these kind of built like fabrication lines are cool because then I don't have to edit them, and they kind of live on the live, and I can answer questions and kind of just go with what we're doing here. There's a lot of ambient noise here in the shop, so soon I'm going to turn on the welder, get that dialed in. And then there's just some echo. So these mics, this mic will help out a lot versus normally the mic would be way over there or even on a shotgun mic and it just doesn't sound right. So these new mics seem to be doing pretty good. A little on the loud side. All right. Well, like I said, I'll try to give you guys a quick little what's it called? Warning when that happens. So first and foremost, just so you guys know, whenever you do this kind of stuff, use your PPE. Like I always have a shield on, I always wear my gloves, I have my apron, sleeves, I have my boots on, that kind of stuff. You want to try to keep as many fingers for as long as you can. So that's kind of the deal. So I just want to make sure people know that this isn't all willy-nilly. So here's the plan for this. I'm going to warm up by doing this build. I pre-cut some parts before we got on the live, and what we're going to do is I'm going to do this is a 3D printed body. Terrible idea for LMT, right? So first off, what body did I have on this? I don't remember. Oh, I had my old, it's the old C10 body, the 67 C10 body from Proline. And I had the undercage on it, and it just shredded. I mean, this truck is hard on bodies, right? It just shredded. So I had this really rad 3D printed body, and I wanted to patina it. So I did, and then I was like, well, you know what? Most of my cage works pretty clean, right? Like you can see some of the stuff over there, pretty clean. But I wanted to kind of keep the rat style of it. So I had these old rods that were sitting out in the yard, and I just brought them in and cut them up, and I started, you know, like generally you want to clean your metal before you weld it, and I'll do a little cleaning on the spots that I'm welding, but that was kind of the idea. I wanted it to look like a rat rod, kind of like rough. So, and this one was a very loose build. So this one was like no plans, put the body on, and basically just started building around the body. What I did do is that it's a body that it can come off. It's not easy to come off, but these 4 bolts come off, and then under here I had some tabs from Scale Metal Supplies, and those bolt to the actual chassis, so it'll actually fully come off. So in case I do want to change some stuff. Let me check the new comments here, see if there's anything new in here. This is my shop. Yeah, this isn't my garage. My garage is just a typical home garage. This is actually my shop. So I do custom fabrication. Over here I have another 4x10 steel table, my boxes, a couple welders, my saw, drill press, bandsaw. And then back there I have a CNC that does router and plasma. Then I have my table saw over here. And I just build all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. So upcoming in between the break, hopefully I'll get it done before our next race, but I'm also making a race light that I have. It's pretty cool that I kind of train. My shop's right next to the train tracks, so it's about, well, yeah. So the idea on this is that I want to finish this out. This body profile is going to get smashed. So I'm going to weld a little halo over this. I'm going to weld some bars that come off of here and wrap, and then another like fender bar. And then I'll probably do another wrap somewhere in here or some struts that come down. I'm not really sure yet. I don't really care because I know this whole thing is going to just get beat up. So I might even just do it like this. And oh yeah, and there's the overhead shot. I forgot about that. So I might just do it like this, and it's not the best looking one, but it actually protects a lot more if I do it like that, rather than kind of leaning it. I don't know, it doesn't look terrible, but it's not really, the biggest thing is that I want to preserve this nose, and I don't really want to grind it down much more, but I might be able to, with an overhead view, I guess you can see it like this. If I ground it down a little bit more, I could probably get a little tighter to the profile, which would probably look better. So maybe we'll do that. So why don't we do that first? I'll cut it down. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be close. I have my earplugs in, so I have my ear protection in. So just so you guys know, I'm going to cut. Lock your ears. 3, 2, 1, cut. One more. All right. I'm going to do a mute button or something for you guys. Hopefully that helps out. Make it look good. Yeah. Well, you know, it's like I said, it's kind of supposed to be that red look. So I want it to look good, but I don't want it to be too crazy. So actually, I think that's perfect the way it's set down. So let's get welding. This This material is always a real pain to weld because it's rusty and I'm not taking the time to clean it. So I'm going to get your sound's working great and quiet. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So let me just make sure the sound's coming out of here. So, is it louder if I do this? It's probably peaking a lot when I get down like that. Let me know if it's coming through there. It should be coming through here, not up there. Anyways, this material isn't the best to weld because it's not clean, but that's the look I'm going for. So we'll see if it kicks me too much. If not, I think we'll be okay. Let's see if I can find a good spot to ground. I don't do a lot of welding on this table. Let's come down here. Most of the welding, so I just switched this over, so this is going to be my YouTube table and my RC table, and that's my bread and butter where I actually do the fab. When I get busy, this will get jettisoned and it'll be all work stuff, but I'm going to try to manage it so that it's not too crazy that way. Let's see. Okay, so let's turn this on. This will have a little bit of back noise, but that's just the way it goes. Okay, so this is first weld of the day. First weld of the day on a MIG welder. I always run some wire out. Make sure not to touch the surface when you do that in spark. But I run the wire out so that I get gas all the way up the line to the welder, or to the tip. That's going to give us our best shot at actually having a good stable opening. Oh, and the shield is down, it's a little quiet. Yeah, well, it'll do that it'll probably duck down the sound when I grind. Probably will be okay once with the welder hood on, because that doesn't cover as much. I'll move this up so it's actually out of the hood. Yep, gas is on. Turn that on early. So, I don't know what people call these. When I use these, it's just two bends welded together, and it arcs, or it creates the ground to the table. So I use those for that a lot. And then to shield my tires, I cover this up. So I'll cover up the tire like this. I think you can see it on the overhead. So I cover up the tire, I'll tack here. It might tack, it might not. And then I'll cover up the other tire and tack the other side. So let's see what that looks like. Let's see if I can get to work on this. Another cool tool that we use are these pinch clamps. Sometimes you can't do that. It's not that you don't want to hold it when you're MIG welding. Sometimes you just can't physically pinch this small material when you're welding. And these have a little groove in them, so it works really well for that. Okay, the torch is here. My hood is auto darkening, so once I go under the hood, I can still see. Let's see if I can get it right. That's a gross weld because it's dirty, but like I said, that's just part of why I want the look I'm going for on this one. The look I'm going for. Okay, so now I got that tacked. I can move this into place where I want it. Rusty steel. It's my Alice in Chains song. Yep, ground is connected under the table. bar here. That's what it looks like for you guys at home. If you can see that, flip it up so you can see what it looks like. Cool. So now let's do these front kind of radius bars. These ones are going to be tough because I don't really know what my plan is for this. I feel like I'm the Bob Ross of RC here with my happy little accidents because I'm just doing it. And we'll see if anything winds up or if it doesn't. That's one of the things that I think helps people be good fabricators is knowing how to fix mistakes. Knowing how to fix mistakes is definitely crucial to being a fabricator. Let's see. I think that's what I'm going to go with that. Just down low, give it a tap. So my suspension has like full droop on it. So this is all, that's all dropped out. So it is right on the tire right now. So pop a little bit more in there. Oh. Okay, so we got that front side in. I'm gonna do the wheel well hoop. So it's hot because this is actually solid rod, and I'm trying to get through the list. But it's all right. I'm running 023 wire. This is my first rodeo. I'm gonna have to trim this thing actually. Thin welding. Let's see. That's what it was. What I did in college, the degree was mostly true. 023 is light gauge stuff. I do a lot of fancy stuff here, so we don't really get thicker than 3/8 on steel. If I go anything thicker than that, then I'm tickled just to make a nice one. I can run all kinds of hard wires. I've been certified on different stuff. My wheelhouse is that thin stuff, just because I don't really want to get any heavier than that. Anything heavier than that, then what happens is that you have to pick it up. So I don't like to pick up all the heavy stuff. Alright, I'm going to trim this back here. Watch your ears if you're listening at home. Yo, what's up, Carolyn? Welcome to my cooking show. It's art time with Pablo. It's my Bob Ross action here. We're just doing happy little accidents all day. Happy little accidents. Just trimming this stuff down so I can fit it. I'll show you guys on the other side. 1 second. Watch your ears. Stick it out. Cutting up all my gold here. I don't know if you guys can see the guys can. That's what I'm saying. Headphone ear spice. Yeah. Yep, it's going to be a loud performance. I'm trying not to do too much. I did a bit of prefab. That's why I'm just trimming this stuff up rather than actually cutting it. I don't think you've seen this truck like this before, Fiona. This is that. It's spicy taco truck, you know. Oh, I always do this. My shield is so nice, and my hood is so nice. I'm about to, like, I always put my shield on, and I think I have my hood on. I go so close to start welding, and I forget to put my hood on. Got blasted a couple weeks ago by it too. Okay, let's see. Missed. Okay, you ready to see the finished process? Here we go. Who's that in the chat? Fire, fire, fire. Yeah. What's going on, Tony? I think it is. Someone was telling me. How's that sound? Is that loud? I got this, it says USB device. So we'll see how it goes. Let me know. Other people said it sounded pretty good. It sounds echoey when I put the hood down. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Overview. Nope, he says. Killing me, Tony. Killing me. Okay, let me see if I can do this then. This might work a little bit better, so let's go. Man, I was hoping that would work. Is it picking me up on my, oh, I don't have my earbuds in. Because I know it'll do my earbuds. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my earbuds. Because then you guys will hear me really well, really well. All right, here we go. Settings, audio, sound peaks. Hold on, let me get back so I can see. But I'm pretty sure now you guys will pick me up a lot better. The sound of silence. There you go. Okay, now I'm hearing stuff in my background, but if you guys don't hear any echo, that works. Okay, so there we go. So I just welded up that part. Whenever you're welding, don't forget, you just welded it. And what happens when you weld metal? It melts the metal. It's still hot, so don't just go touching all your metal's hotness. All right, let's put the next piece on. All right, now I sound great. All right, cool. Well, then we'll just stick with these. They're fine by me. I guess I can pull this off. Put it out of the way. All right. Let's put this other piece on. So now I'm going to do the other half. And I think I'm going to do one more tube on either side of it and call it good. And this one's in the books, and I'll move on to the next project. Taking all the fun out of it. What fun am I taking out of it? I'm going to have to trim this one back. It's hitting the tire. Mostly I'm going to be turning under power, so I think we'll be all right. Okay, let's see. Let's grab this, hold it there, burn it in. Let's put this happy little tube here. How's that? Does that sound better? Happy little tube. Let's burn in some happy metal. Ooh, that's hard to see. There we go. Nailed it. Nice. Now, as they say, we're cooking with gas. When the toy grabs the hot part. Yeah, you know, not gonna lie, I've done it before. I've done it many times. I've just the trick is you got to go like this. If you're in a weld shop, or you tap it, and then that tells you if it's too hot to pick up. Definitely, it tells you. Did a 24 video today, Tony. That was different. That was fun. And yesterday I had a heck of a commute, so I ended up stopping at a local hobby shop and played on their 24 scale course. Did a bunch of got a bunch of footage doing that, so that was cool. All right. More ear-shattering noise for you guys. Wow, I joked about my 10s on the last video. That's what I call my podcast listener. And I got a whopping 5 people in today. Watch out. Pablo's going viral with these lives. I probably should have posted it to Instagram too, but, you know, I just didn't think I had to. Watch your ears, fellows. So these Sound Peak, they're called Sound Peak Castles, and they have capsules, and then they have a couple other brands or models. They're awesome. I use them in the shop all the time because they're noise canceling, so they work really, really well for just, I can talk on the phone while I'm fabricating. I can use them as just ear protection, and really helps out. It's kind of nice not having to stuff those ear plugs in my ears all the time. Man, I need a light on this side of the table. I'm working on my lighting thing, but I got a light coming from that side and a light overhead, and I cannot see what I'm working on. Yo, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Now you're seeing how the sausage is made, as they say. That's gross. I've always thought that's the grossest saying ever. No one wants to. Everyone wants the sausage. No one wants to see how it's made. Who came up with that saying? It's terrible. Horrible. Okay. Here's the balancing act. Okay. Boom, roasted. There we go. Crackle, crackle. Frying bacon. Yeah, now we're talking. So what I do on a lot of my cages is I fab them up, and then I go through and I grind off all the sharp parts and trim when I have to, all that kind of stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier afterwards. I saw you made fun of my 24 still crawling. That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. Didn't hurt my feelings too much. It's warm still there. Okay, so I have this little piece, I'll show it on the overhead, where the headlights go. And I'm worried that this is just like, that's the crunch part. So I'm trying to figure out what to do right there. And I pre-cut, did I pre-cut it? I thought I did. Yeah, I pre-cut some old pieces. Ooh, look at that. Man, this is such a Frankenstein of a truck. Such a Frankenstein truck. That's okay. That's what we like around here. Frankensteins. All right, so Tony, aren't you supposed to be working? Are you still in the chat, or you just pop in? Just do your cameo. I was thinking my package might show up while I'm doing my live here. That would make for some good television. Don't know if you're still there, Tony. All right. 2 more welded on pieces, and this one's in the books. Then I'm going to show you what I call the bomb box. I think it's called the bomb box on Scale Metal Supplies. I'm going to fold one up. I'm going to weld one on. It's Christmas! Yeah, I know. I need more coffee. But then I'm going to weld one up to my pre-runner cage for the purple truck, because that's a real quick one. And then I might put it on, actually. That way it sits on its own power again. And then Tony's, I'll show you the problem that I had with Tony's, that I'm going to cut off part of it. Sorry, Tony, look the other way. I'm going to cut off part of it and then re-weld it on, but move it, because the shocks are just not, they're like fully extended, and I want more. Let's see. That's not bad. I've gotten a lot done in 34 minutes. It says I've been live for 34 minutes. Feel like I've gotten quite a bit welded on. All right. Watch your ears. Here we go. Let's see. Which way am I going to cut this so I don't cut my fingers? I think I'm going to cut it like this. Okay, here we go. Watch your ears. Anyone have some cool Christmas presents they're waiting for or hoping to get? It's going to be one of those Christmases. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say what my kids are getting, just in case. I highly doubt they're watching, but just in case. First day of Christmas break for them. I snuck away to the shop. I was like, I'm going to have some dad time. Then after this, I'm going to go play with the UDR, which will be fun. Haven't done that in a while. Okay, so you guys can see that in the overhead too. Sweet. Oh, fire. Just kidding. That's how I vent my Tony's, or how I vent my tires, Tony. Weld slag. Towards you guys. Why not? Man, this thing looks aggressive. Yeah, this thing looks real aggressive. Put this in place. Weld it. Right there. It's a little longer than I want. That's the nice thing about tack welding. You can just break it off if you want. Okay, I'm going to trim this down a little bit more. Watch your ears. I'm just going to wear my hood. There we go. Now it lines up a little better. Nice. So if I don't stay on the live much longer, I'm probably going to throw on Die Hard, have that on, and have it piping through my ears while I'm welding. It's kind of a tradition. When cutting with a 6-inch grinding wheel, yeah, those, I don't ever cut with a 6-inch. That's, I like to keep my fingers. I go with the 4.5 or with a saw. All right. That's warm. Ooh, that looks burly. See if you can see that overhead. So fabricated on the back side is a built-in wheelie bar. On the front side, it's kind of like a built-in nose stand bar. I'll put it up for this way so you guys can see it that way too. That looks pretty sick. Look at that. Put some lights in it. Yeah, buddy. All right, but what I do got to do, like I said, I got to trim off a little piece here. I don't have my wrench to pull that out. I might just see if I can trim it off. Can I reach it without? Oh, yeah. I'll just trim it off without pulling the wheel. It might be ugly, but it's kind of the MO of this truck. Maybe I should call this truck, well, the name of the truck is El Cucuy, which means monster in Spanish, kind of like the boogeyman in Spanish. So let me trim this up real quick. Okay, I'm taking bets now. What are the bets of this thing breaking? The 3D printed body caged up in an LMT. I feel like I need another bar right here. Like another one right here with a down pipe. Man, I thought I was done. Is that what I need? What do you guys think? Pipe over the cowl. Send it, he says. Yeah. I feel like there needs to be a pipe over the cowl and then a down bar right there. Maybe not. I don't think that part's going to get hit too often. It'll land on its nose more. What's up, Gems? Do I have a Christmas shirt for every day of the month? Pretty much. I am a Christmas junkie. So if it's not going to be, so up there is my TV that I was going to put Die Hard on. If it's not Die Hard, it's literally going to be Hallmark. So yeah, I'm a Christmas junkie. So I have work Christmas shirts, home Christmas shirts. Oh man, when I get to be an older man, it's going to be pretty comical on what my Christmas attire is. Okay, this one's in the books. I don't think I'm going to do anything more to it. I'm just going to let it ride dirty like that. Will it fit up here? Maybe. Should I put my Christmas lights on? These ones are just white. Ooh, flashy. I don't know if this will fit up here. Ooh, that looks good, huh? That looks good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to bang out, Andre from Scale Metal Supplies built that pre-runner chassis, or pre-runner back half for the 10.3, and I reverse engineered it. So if you go to scalemetalsupplies.com, I should have told them I'm going to be on the live. Someone text Andre if you got it. Send him a message on Instagram to Scale Metal Supplies. Let him know that his boy is doing a video with all his junk. Yep, this is Tony's truck on the bench. So I was just talking about how I'm going to cut it apart. There's something going on with the rear suspension that I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm going to cut it apart. I've been behind a lot on doing the fancy stuff. Like my builds, my Jericho build, I did that in a day and a half, and it was kind of a free-form build. This one has more plan to it, so I'm trying to make it look nicer. I mean, you can tell the welds are, well, you probably can't tell because it's not 4K, but the welds are nice, and everything's balanced and even. So that one's taking a little longer. This one that I'm doing, the 10.3, so that was kind of the clickbait of the title, was that I am doing a few more Horizon cars. I'm not sponsored by Horizon or not an influencer by them, but I do a lot of like Element and Team Associated. So I was like, okay, let's do some Horizon stuff. So that one's Tony's. That 10.3 is mine. I've had it for a long time. I just haven't finished it. And there's not a whole lot that I'm going to do to it, aside from paint the body on that Jeep. And I'm kind of bummed because I had to really cut a bunch of it out. But it is what it is. And then this pre-runner cage goes into that Jeep. So there's that. I did the LMT, which was the other Horizon car, and then I got the SCX6 that I'm starting to work on right after Christmas.
What's going on, Rudy? So that's the plan. Got a bunch of Horizon stuff going right now. So this pre-runner cage, Andre built it, did an awesome job. I didn't like the shock mounts because I've got my own that you can go buy at scalemetalsupplies.com. Shameless plug. They're called the Bomb Box. So these are part of the Bend and Braze boutique, I guess. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld them into this cage so that I can then use it on that Jeep. And once that's in, there's only, I think I'm only welding 4 tubes on it. Maybe I'm doing a halo, and then I'm doing a down pipe down to the floor. And then that one's done. Then it's kind of going into the paint process for that one. And I'm actually really excited to work on that one, to drive it, because I haven't driven one of those before. So that's what this one's about. And so I wanted to demonstrate real quick how to do these bend and braze. So he's got a bunch of other bend and braze stuff. This is the hot seat. So it's an aluminum bend and braze race seat that you can get from him. And then you can mount them however you want. He's got a dashboard and stuff like that too. So that's bend. Well, those aren't bend and braze. Those are just kind of bend and fit. These ones you can weld. But I don't really, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today I'm not going to, because the way it's welded in, it's going to be strong enough. So the way I do these is that I use these sheet metal pliers, and you don't have to use these. I just happen to have a shop that I do some work in that I'm like, hey, these are the perfect tools for it. If you need them, you can find them. We, as builders on his page, what we did at the web page, what we did is we did a page of tools we use. And so this is on the tools we use page as an Amazon product. And then you can go there and pick up the tools that we use. Same with like these little clamps for holding things. We got those, and then a bunch of other stuff, some magnets and stuff that we use. So, so we bend these. When I bend these, I don't ever go to its home on the first pull. So like this is its home, right? I don't know if you can see it. This one is, the right dimension. This one is not. So the reason why I don't go all the way home is because they're slotted and tabbed, you don't want to work them too much because they'll break off. So you go up to the point that you want. Don't go past it and forward. It's not the end of the world if you do. I just like to try to get it as close as possible in the first shot. I'm going to see if I have an extra shock here, or at least a shock ball, so I can. That's the other trick that you do, is you take a shock ball and you put it in between them, and then that will allow you to bolt it or bend it right up to the point that you need to. And I don't think I have one here. I don't even think I have an extra shock here. Huh. That's okay. That's all right. You don't need to. It's just nice to have it. It's just a kind of a tip to make sure that you got the right spot, all that kind of thing. Nope, I don't have one. Thought I did. Whoops. Where's my producer at? He's fired. Producer for the show's fired. Okay, so that's about 90. That's almost 90. Bend it by hand. Get it close. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fit it to the shocks on this one. Go, gadget arms. Which aren't the axial shocks. It's some El Cheapo Amazons, but they're longer. Any of you guys ever done the friction shocks I really want to try those. I haven't tried them yet. Okay, so 20. Yep. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay, let's do this one. So basically what I'm doing is I'm testing for how much slop there is, and then I'm just pinching them. So they're close, because I don't want to go all the way so that they're touching, because some shocks have bigger eye or pivot balls than others. So I want to leave room for it for down the road. So this one bolts in just like so. Where's this bolt? Yeah, it bolts like this. Somewhere around here. Yep. And so the shock comes up here. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure where the shock goes is gravy, because I want it to be like right there. I think that's golden. Yep. That's where we want it. All right, so now that I know that, this is pretty simple stuff here. I'm just going to line it all up and get it parallel to the back cage, but get it close. And sometimes, so like if you need to space something up, a good tip that you can, or a trick that you can do, is just get another piece of tubing or rod or whatever, and put that there, and that'll get you off. There you go. You got me again? Let me make sure my audio's square. Yep. Tony hacked it. All right. Got me back. Let's switch these over. Boom. All right, let me weld this up and get it in place here. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Where are my pliers? Yeah, no, I don't know. Are you talking about I'm talking about the Friction brand, not just Friction shocks, like Friction brand. Frixion. Nice. There we go. Let's get this other one mounted up. Looks good. Okay. Looks pretty good right there. Nice. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. All right, guys. So I think I'm actually going to wrap it up here. I was going to do Tony's on, but I feel like when I start to focus and concentrate more, I talk less, which is probably not super entertaining. But check back soon. We've got video just dropped today. I think there's a video on Saturday or Sunday. I didn't do a video on Christmas, but there's a video on that Tuesday and a video on Thursday and the following Saturday. So we've got a bunch queued up. I don't remember what we have queued up. I think we've got, what do we got? I think we've got some Lazarus, or not Lazarus. We've got, I think we have a mini crawl. I think we have a Jericho build and a Jericho first run. And then I don't remember what else we got, but we got a lot already queued up, so I'm excited for those. Thank you guys for watching. If I don't see you guys or if I'm not on, have a great Christmas. And appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching. And stay safe out there. Slow the time down with your family if you can. Bask it all in. We'll see you on the next live, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments afterwards, or if you're just watching, let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll do some more of these. I think these are fun. They're fun little, they get me going, and they're in and out really quick. Take it easy, guys.